welcome back to Alan Wake, American Nightmare. Looks like this is the end of the road for our friend. Let's go see if we can make that happen after we find the last of the manuscript pages, of which, how many are there? I forget. Only 4 left. Okay. And these things could be sort of anywhere. What's interesting about this bit is we're actually starting in a different area. Ooh, hello.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Yeah, we do. And we ain't afraid of your hillbillies either. Looks like there's a few of them coming at us. That's okay, the more the merrier. Yeah, this auto shotgun's alright. Oh god, it does still sort of have the same problems that the other shotgun has, and it's just like the spread on it is just too extreme. Although, obviously with this shotgun, you can just continuously cycle it until everything is dead. So that is the strength of it, and you know, it feels pretty cool to use as well. Ammo's a bit of a problem there. Anyway, let's go and restore power. Now, if I'd been a smart person... Ooh. Well, that did nothing. I would have looked up all of the manuscripts that we need. But sometimes being smart's not that much fun. Oof, right, okay, let's back up. Oh man, you know what? Have another. That works. I can't tell, actually, how good those flashbangs actually are. There does also seem to be a bit of a delay on the shotgun sometimes. Seem to have to click it a couple of times to actually get a shot off. And then it seems to fire too. I don't think my mouse is on the fritz, at least I hope not. Obviously, when you're up close and personal with this thing, it doesn't make too much difference. A good old boomstick. Okay, well, there's no manuscripts out here. I'm guessing they're all going to be dotted around in the open somewhere. Okay. Keep an eye on that radar. We really don't have a lot of ammo, but we're going to get some just up ahead. We know there's that ammo container. What was that other? Oh, okay. Got the Magnum. That makes me feel quite a bit better. Okay. So we've just got the standard shotgun there. Got a flashbang. Let's get weaponized. And lift you. Oh. Okay. So I guess the combination is different this time. Interesting. Let's see if they've just inverted it. With you in the middle down. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Wasn't too complicated. Now, what's going to come at us this time? Things are definitely a little bit different this time. Nothing yet, though. Nope, that is not the right way. Ooh, dear. So you don't want to get frazzled with that. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we did get frazzled. It's fine. We can take it. What's... Ooh. Okay. Here we go. I guess they're getting a little bit grumpy with our progress. That's fine. We've got plenty of bullets. Man, this Magnum is where it's at, honestly. Like, it's just like, what? You don't need anything else. Well, you know, till you run out of ammo, of course. But we have no intentions on running out of ammo. Not today. Come on. Ugh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew we were going to get trapped in there. Bastards. That's fine. I might have to run around. So that's where we started. I would kind of like to go and see Serena, or whatever her name was. Just to see if we can have a little chat with her. It seems to be the right thing to do. Something big is making some noise out there. That looks like a poltergeist. That's fine. No manuscripts around here? No? Nothing? Alright, I guess not. Come on out. Oh, god damn it. Again, knew it was going to happen. Right, okay. Alan, where are your manuscripts? I do love the way we can see the observatory over there. Ooh.
Never getting out of this wake, never.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, buddy. Ooh. Ah, that's fine. You're on borrowed time, my friend. You just don't know it yet. Let's use all of the tools at our disposal. Do like the music. Awesome. I think it's like a handful of these grunts gonna stop us. I mean, it's kind of insulting, really. Is he still shielded? Can't tell. Yeah. Yeah, he was. That's unfortunate. Still. These guys really are a joke, honestly. Good thing there's some bullets here. Let's get the auto shotgun topped up. Not that we really seem to need it, to be fair. Okay, keep an eye out for these manuscripts. I guess we can't go up there. Nope. We'll check all the usual locations. Ooh. Thought that was something interesting over there. It was not. Now, what was that weapon? Assault rifle. Yeah. Yeah. I do prefer the assault rifle. Shotguns in this game just don't really feel that great, you know? But it is what it is. The pistols feel very good. Which, I guess I'm not super surprised. Ooh. Whoop.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Uh-huh. You can do that, son. We've been there many times. We've been there before. Maybe we'll be there again. But whatever. Yeah, the assault rifle just rips. There's one. There's the first page. And of course, we better listen to these as we get them. Because I don't know if we're going to have time afterwards. Ooh. Technically not the first one to find. Hang on. Let me look them all up. So I don't really want to get them out of order either. Alright, I think I got a rough idea where they are now. So we are not going to be entering the projector building just yet. Mr. Scratch.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before.
We shall soon see, my dude. Alright, let's load up on ammo before. Let's get out of here. We'll be back to deal with him in a minute. kind of wondering what this boss fight's going to be like, actually. Like, is it just going to be... cat. Hang on. Cat. Is it just going to be, like, do another one? Ooh, of the puzzles? Or are we actually going to have a proper boss fight? I'm not sure. But we are going to find out. I mean, the rest of the game hasn't been that difficult in the slightest. So it would be nice if the game throws a little bit of challenge our way. Just a little. We definitely don't want the sawn off. That thing is absolute gash. Now, I wonder if Serena is here. Oh, hello. There's one. So where was that? Hidden in the woods. Aha. Grab you. Now, I believe there's one further out of here as well. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Anybody could walk in and do something. You're still sweaty, eh? What have you been up to? You naughty little minx. Let's go have a chat to her, shall we? Wait, can we switch lights? Hey.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to...
Let's restart the checkpoint and talk to her before we switch the lights back on. Oh. Oh. We can't. Alright.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Oof. That's pretty rough, to be fair, being aware that it's just going to go on forever. And you can't even, you know, kill yourself to get out of it, because it's still just going to keep repeating.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Aww. Okay. Well, we haven't found Alice yet.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
You know, I really hope we get back to our wife. But I genuinely don't know if that is going to happen. So there's one more to grab. And it is directly ahead of us. But then so are they. But fuck those guys. That might make it difficult to actually hear the TV show, which is going to be the last one. They're not really coming at us though, are they? Okay, so what have we got? We've got you. Got the manuscript page. Hey! And got the TV show.
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
So what he's saying is he is a big fish from a little pond. And now, or at least he was stifled where he came from. But out here he can spread out and have some fun before opening the door for everything else. Unfortunately, he's got to deal with us first. And that's not going to happen.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Powered up flashlights? That'd be nice. So maybe, yeah, okay, so that kind of explains why the beam focuses.
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
Oh my.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
You know what? I really like these manuscript pages. Alan Wake had just such a vibe. I really do need to play the second game.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule, moments snatched from times gone by, from a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about, something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
So we are going to use the film. Makes sense. Let's go do that. Right, well, no more time to fuck around. Ooh. Just got lumped over the head. Didn't even see that there. Okay, we've kind of aggroed two at once, which isn't super optimal, to be honest. But that's fine. Let's deal with this one first. You know, I'm not even sure, to be honest. Oh god, there's a few of them. There is a few of them. Thin the herd a little bit. Man, they're just continuously coming out. Well, we've got something for that. Ooh. I didn't know these flares would work against this, but I guess it makes sense. In all fairness. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. That is really good to know. Still got a couple of flares left as well. Alright, one left. Should be able to handle this one in the traditional way. Oh, it's in a different area though, which is curious. Unless there's going to be an extra one, but I doubt it. Right, he's done. Ooh, where did you come from? They do kind of sneak around you, you know. They're not stupid. In that case, if we got to use the tools that we have at our disposal, that is what we're going to do. That'll do. Now one of the... Oh, there is more. That's okay. Oh, okay, that didn't work as well as I was hoping. There we go. Just enough to get the job done. Not so impressive now, my lad. Let's go inside, see what we can do. I'm assuming we're not going to need ammo for this.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Let's find out. So it was late, so all that stuff is almost the same. Alice's film was in the projector. That's the only thing that we need to change. There's that one. No Tom the Poet. Okay. Now, there's the film. There's the light. Interesting that this Death Rally, doesn't do anything at all. Place the film reel. Alright, let's go. Ooh, our health is really low.
Oh, come
Oh.
on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No!
Uh-oh.
No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my
I mean, that was kind of easy.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream, a memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
So they've just got to fuck with you right at the end, haven't they? So, we may never know. And without playing the second game, I still have no idea. But I enjoyed that. It does feel like one of these game series, though, that you're never going to get an actual resolution to. But I enjoyed it. It took me far too long to play that. I mean, when did this come out? Like 2011? So it took me 15 years or whatever, but we got there. It was good. The gameplay was pretty solid. I liked the fact that it was a smaller experience, because I think it had just enough mechanics to carry it through most of the way. Any more than, if it was a few hours longer, a few more chapters, I think it would have started to get a little bit tiresome. But I think the narrative is what really carries the game, which was basically Alan Wake's thing anyway. It was all about the narrative, and the acting was very good. I thought the enemies were kind of... That's one thing I'm going to say. Enemies in Alan Wake 1 and whatever this is. I keep wanting to say Alan Wake 2, but this is not Alan Wake 2. They are kind of crappy. They're just not that interesting. You get all the different variations of them, but there's no real tactics there. I don't want to say that the dodging mechanic is overpowered, but it's... I don't know, it kind of makes the enemies feel a little bit redundant. Maybe there needs to be more of them. Maybe they need to be more aggressive. I'm not sure, but they're just not really much of a threat. Now, I have played on a harder difficulty. I've been trying some of the survival mode, and the enemies are tougher, for sure, but they're still not... Yeah, they're not crazy. As usual, though, the story was king. I thought it was an interesting... I think it was an interesting story this time around. It was kind of like, a parody of like Tales from the Crypt, or one of those type of shows, and that worked. It worked reasonably well. The time loop thing, I'm not a big fan of time travel and stuff like that, but in this particular context I think it worked quite well because there was a decent reason for it and there was a decent way out of it as well. I think the big bad villain was too much of a non-entity, really, apart from showing up in some videos and some cutscenes. Like he wasn't really that intimidating. It was a cool idea, don't get me wrong, but I think he could have been, I don't know, I think he could have had a few more gameplay elements. But the audio is great as always. You know, visually the game has aged, of course, you know. It's an old game now, but it still looks good. It still has the atmosphere. And it's still a lot of fun to play. I'm not sure if this is going to be one of those games that I'm ever going to revisit. It definitely does feel like a one and done game. But I enjoyed the time I spent with it. I was also under the illusion that it's only going to be a few hours long. But then maybe you probably could have stormed through it much quicker than we did. But I think, if I had to guess, I think we're going to come out with about 6 hours of video. I still would have liked a definitive answer at the end of the game, whether they got together or not. But I guess we're probably just not going to get that. I mean, Alan Wake 2, from what I remember, had to be funded by Epic, unfortunately. Otherwise, the game wouldn't have continued. Or the franchise. Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. Yeah, well, it didn't though, did it? Not until Alan Wake 2, which was funded by a third party. And this is where it gets dangerous. Kind of a pointlessly scene there, but and you know what? We never used the nail gun once. But yeah, the danger of a very long running series like this, apart from the fact there's a good chance that you're gonna die before you see the end of it, that's something I think about quite often now with certain franchises. But if you're already at the point where you need a third party to fund your game for you, just bring it to a satisfying conclusion at that point. Just do it. Come on, don't just keep, leaving your games on a cliffhanger if there's a very good chance that there won't be a continuation. But it was a good game. 2012. So when did Alan Wake 2 come out? Last year. That's not bad. That's not bad. So by that logic, in another 15 years, we might get Alan Wake 3. Got to play the second game. So I enjoyed that game, guys. It was a really good time. A little bit bare bones, but then this was just like a expansion pack, essentially. Well, it was a standalone expansion pack. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, till next time.